Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We are back again for another stream on another day. And we've got some interesting stuff to look at today. I've came prepared with a big list, and we're obviously going to look at Solana as the title shows, because Solana is looking juicy. But there's the usual chart on the screen for everyone. How are we doing? Let's see who we've got in here. Let's see who we've got in. So we've got Elfish saying first. You was first today, Elfish. Well done. We've got Secondhand Sandwich. 12 is here. Yeah, I was 2 minutes late. I was just tweeting out and putting messages in Discord groups that I was live. So I do apologise. I was 2 minutes late. Very naughty of me. Slap on the wrist. Gaza saying hello, everyone. Hello, Gaza. We've got Florin, as yet, pointing out that I was late. We got Really Gihi saying yo. Good afternoon. We've got Justin. You make me blush, you make me blush. Good afternoon, Justin. Thanks very much for joining again, mate. Great to see you. We've got Halla in here. Sup, man. Sup. We've got John Brown. Jay said to show a proper countdown. I can't find one. Well, I suppose I could find one. Yesterday, I had it on for, I think it was 15 minutes, and I just couldn't find one anywhere that was 15 minutes. I'll be able to find one if I do it for like 5-10 minutes again. But that's the reason I was using that one yesterday and today, is because yesterday I just couldn't find one for 15-20 minutes. But I'll be able to get a proper one. I like that one anyway. I think it's quite good. I think it goes well with the music as well, with all the clocks spinning and everything, and the Wii shopping cart music. I think it ties in quite well. We got Crypto Bro saying, let's do this. Indeed. We got meow. 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 Saying hello all. Hello. We've got Jed saying hi, David. Hi, Jed. How's tricks? We got Meow saying newbie in the block. Well, welcome. Everyone, make sure you do go and drop a like on the stream. It does help the algorithm out. And yesterday we achieved viewership and history, set new records across the board. So let's get them likes up. We've got 32 in at the moment, which is good number. Let's try and get to as close as 30 as we can. We've got Muji saying hi all. We've got Crypto Coffee Club, another legend creating Stonksy videos, saying GA to you, actually, Coffee Crypto. GA now for me. Good afternoon. Make this your sales pitch. If it's good, I'm buying. Oh, right, okay. So you are a potential customer, are you, Chris? You're a potential customer. So if I can show you enough, you're buying. Black Friday deals. There's not on Stonksy, no. No Black Friday deals on Stonksy. They're still on CSC Plus. If you're interested in that, I can drop the details in the chat, but not on Stonksy. But let's everyone. So we've got Chris Kelly in the chat, and he's saying this is a sales pitch. So why don't the lovely people in the chat give him their thoughts? You know, coffee, say with crypto, all the other, you know, Elfish, Gaza. Why don't you drop your comments in about Stonksy to Chris to give him a little warm up into what he might be buying, and then I will obviously do my best to try and get a new potential member into the Discord and user of Stonksy. But yeah, do drop you know your testimony about Stonksy into the chat for Chris to have a look at. Hello, just sending you my new video. It's a banger. 36%, $36,000 in a 5-day swing trade. Superb, well done. So Say with Crypto, if you didn't know, is the guy that puts together all the pre-made videos that we post on Stonksy now. You'll know it by his logo in the corner. So do make sure you go and check out him after the stream, and make sure you check out Crypto Coffee Club as well. You just type both the names into X and YouTube and they'll come up for you. We've got Shane back again saying, hey lad. Hello, Shane. So you've been using Stonksy a few days, haven't you? Had some good trades yesterday from Stonksy, says Calzoy. Yeah, I followed you on the Stonksy Twitter yesterday, didn't I? You can claim K for yesterday's high viewers he sent us. You can claim K. Do you mean TMG? Yeah, I'm guessing he did. He'll probably send people as well. Second day using Stonksy says, Mad Carl, superb, mate. How are you getting on? We've got Shane saying you still know how to trade. Yeah, you still have to have, some knowledge around it, and particularly, risk management as well. That's key and imperative to any form of trading. But yeah, it's always good to welcome new members in. We've got we've got Justin saying, Dave, when can we go for a beer and a cuddle? Anytime for you, mate. Literally anytime. I'm going for a beer tonight, so if you want to drive all the way up, you can definitely come for one with me. It'd be quite the journey, but I would have one on the side waiting for you. And of course, you can have a nice warm cuddle as well to keep us both warm in this cold climate that we've got in the UK at the moment. It's bitterly cold, especially the past 2 weeks or so. But my answer to that is anytime. We've got Crypto Coffee Club saying, I'm smashing my trading since having the Stonksy indicator. I upload proof constantly in the Discord and on my channel. Best decision I've made for trading. So yeah, if anyone didn't know, Crypto Coffee Club, he started his own YouTube channel. He's gone out on his own, making crypto videos, and he makes Stonksy videos as well. And he's the guy that we had on stream Wednesday. So if you want to see Coffee's strategy, make sure on Wednesday, you make sure you go and check out Wednesday's stream in the first 30 minutes obviously after I'm done streaming. Don't leave the stream now, but afterwards, yeah, go and check out Coffee's strategy. Wednesday stream, first 30 minutes. And do drop him a follow on his YouTube and X. But yeah, there's a testimony for you. And yeah, he's very active in the Discord as well. We've got Hugo saying, good afternoon, Big King. Good afternoon to you, Hugo. Good afternoon to you. I hope Martin is doing well too. Give my best to Martin. I can't wait for the next time that I meet Martin, my absolute hero. We've got TMG in the house saying, good afternoon, Dave. Good afternoon, boss. How we cracking? Getting a nice push up on Bitcoin, aren't we? We've got Elfish saying, I took 2 trades yesterday on Bitcoin and ETH with Stonksy on 1 hour time frame. Stonksy is still green. I'm holding both in a nice trade profit. I'm going to make a note of that because I'm going to screenshot that and post it on our Twitter. Thank you very much for that, Elfish. That is super helpful to know. Thank you very much. That will make a nice post later. Let me just note the time down. Yes. We've got Steve-O. Howdy. He's got the fish and chips order. So he's doing free Chippy Friday, I guess, Steve-O. And we got Gaza saying, I use Stonksy to confirm entry/exits. It's really reliable with Bitcoin in particular. I use it on the 1 minute and 3 minute. So that's all for you, Chris. Some testimonies there. And we've got TMG giving us some recommendations. I have actually come prepared today because I just went and pretty much just looked at the top gainers in the top 100. And there's some that have moved massively. So I just made a big list of them. But I will make a note of some of these as well that I haven't got. Some of them I've already got down. And we'll make our way through. I've already got that. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Coty we covered yesterday. Coty was good. Coty we actually put a post out. Blast. Say. Yeah, so I've already got some of them down, and we'll rattle through today. We've got Wiz in the house. GM Dave. GM to you, Wiz. Or actually, GA now. GA. It's good afternoon for everyone that's in the UK, and I'm guessing some parts in Europe as well. Just turned 11 minutes past 12. So GA to you. Right, anyway, without further ado, we got a nice push up on Bitcoin. It opened green this morning, come up, came down, sort of retested around just below the entry level. And then, we're pushing back up now towards $98,000, which is looking superb. Question is, will we break 100K today or early next week? The current high is around here, isn't it? It's around 99,500. So we have another roughly around just over 2% to go to the current all-time high. And then towards that golden figure, roughly just over 2.5%, 2.6-ish, which is not really a big move, is it? And it seems, it's been pretty relentless in in staying up there. You know, dips have been at well, and it seems like it wants to push up again. So might today be the day, the last Friday of the month, maybe some, you know, month end messing about. Will it hit 110k today? Potentially. I mean, that would be good, wouldn't it? That'd be good. What would that be? What would that be? Around a 15% pump, something like that. Maybe just shy of that. That would be really good. We've got Hugo, who's he's looking for a short around 98k. Good luck. I wish you all the best out there, soldier. Make sure you got your risk management tight. And we've got Secondhand Sandwich saying, I'm a potential customer too. Been following a lot of your streams and reviews by peeps. I like it. Give me some more alpha. Boom, boom. Want to get involved. Convince me more. Well, I'll do my very best. You know, I will do my very best. So a bit more alpha is that the automated SR lines are nearing release, just in the final testing phase, as I mentioned yesterday. But, you know, each day that passes, we get closer to releasing that. And yes, I have. I've just recommended the next, what I think would be a good next development as well, to our dev guy for Stonksy, and we're always developing, and yeah, there's plenty more coming. So yeah, if you've been watching the streams, hopefully you've got a good idea of how it works at the moment and what's on offer. But like I've mentioned previously, we're continuing developing and releasing, adding more value to the plan for users, and we are not stopping there. We're not stopping there. We're going for world domination, is what we're going for. Anyway, let's get on with some charts. Shane's saying that Hugo's mad. Yeah, personally, well, I mean, I suppose as long as you got your risk tight, you know, as long as you've got your stop loss somewhere and you're happy with what you would potentially lose, there's nothing wrong with that, I suppose. What am I doing here? I'm going on the wrong ones. What am I doing? So Solana is very interesting. Obviously, we had this good push up yesterday on the 5 minute, and then we've just re-entered another one just about half an hour ago, and we're already pushing up higher as well. The main thing I'm watching for Solana is if we turn Stonksy off for a second, which is something I covered yesterday, is it potentially breaking out of this volatility contraction on the Sol Bitcoin chart, particularly if we zoom out. You know, we've had obviously the run up, and then we've had it coming into a point of equilibrium. As you can see, the moves have been getting smaller and smaller. The volatility is contracting. So really, we want to see this break to the upside on Sol Bitcoin. And then if we have a look at Sol ETH as well, it's still looking good, still pushing to new highs. So I think Solana, obviously ETH has sort of taken the lead, hasn't it, this week in terms of moving. Solana's had a bit of a cool off point. Well, I say a cool off point, it's had this tiny little bit. But yeah, ETH has been moving, and I think I would say Solana's probably ready to retake over, and we will see if it starts heading towards $400. Anyway, let's get back to Stonksy, but that's my thoughts on Solana anyway. Bullish on Solana. Bull. Right, let's go and look at something anyway. So let's have a look. Firstly, well, we can't really stop anywhere, can we, without looking at this little devil that keeps pushing up. It's on an absolute rampage, isn't it? As you can see, Stonksy caught the previous ones, which we covered in depth. We don't need to go over them again. But most recently, we had a couple of short-lived background changes, and then we got back into the green background yesterday at 7 o'clock at night, and we're currently up just shy of 12% on that. We did get across to 13. And yeah, so that's on XRP, which is just continuing, isn't it, to make that rally towards $2. And I think it's either this one or XLM that's still open. Oh, it's this one, not XLM. That's still open on the 2 hour as well, pushing to new. Well, I'm guessing that's like multi-year highs now. Basically 170-ish. That must be new multi-year highs. Highest point since 2021, maybe 2020, something like that. So I think, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to carry on pushing, doesn't it? And on the 5 minute, we caught it on the 5 minute as well yesterday at 5 o'clock, so before the 1 hour switched. And we're currently still in the green background on the 5 minutes as well. anything on the 10 and on the 10. So as you can see, it caught it pretty much everything. Yesterday was really sweet for Stonksy and XRP, as it has been the whole of November, really. It's caught pretty much all the move up. And yeah, we're still going on a couple of time frames on that. So that's one that we'll keep an eye out heading into obviously Monday to see what happens with the market. But yeah, XRP is still going. It's still going strong. Got someone saying posh Scouser in the house. To be, I've never claimed to be a Scouser ever. I've never claimed it. Not once. But thank you very much. Anyway, I can assure you, I'm not posh either. When is Bullish Dave going on a stream? Yeah. You want to see the costume reveal, don't you? I'm still thinking it up. I'm still weighing it up. Still weighing it up. Yeah, got a good idea. That's good. And SR will be great. That's it. Yeah, automated SR lines will be good as well. Superb. And yeah, they'll all obviously they come as script updates as well. So there's no extra charge for them. Did any of you get the Hyperliquid Perpdex airdrop? I didn't. I don't even know what that is. Does anyone know what this is? We've got total market cap in blue sky. Can it? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Let's have a look at total one actually. Let me cross XRP off the list, and let's go and have a quick look at total one actually, because I bet that is looking juicy. We've got Jalapeno saying Dave lives by the hospital that this spicy guy was born. That is a true fact actually. I live in the. I wouldn't call it a town, would you, Hala? You'd call it a village, maybe. I don't know. What would you call it, a town or a village? I'd probably call it a village, to be honest. But I do live in the place that Jalapeno was actually born. So there's a bit of a connection there between me and Hala. Yeah, village, yeah. I'd call it a village. But yes, I do. It's a true fact, that. It's a true fact. So part of us are interlocked forever now. However, I wasn't born in the same place, but it is where I live now. When are automated SR lines live? As soon as they're ready. So yeah, as soon as they're ready, we will have them live. But I will confirm it will be next week at some point. So very soon, Shane. We've got Koza saying Woollyback. Actually, that's incorrect factually. I'll just have to fact check you there. I actually wasn't born in St. Helens, no. So unfortunately for you, Koza, that is a fact check. So no, incorrect statement. I was not born in St. Helens. I actually was born with an L postcode, and it wasn't Skemersdale either. So don't even start with that one. So yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's move on to something else. Actually, yes, let's check total one before we move on, because I bet this is looking juicy. I bet. Let's see, what are we looking at? We can turn Stonksy off for this because it's obviously not a tradable asset. Not that I know of, anyway. Surely you can't do perps on total. Anyway, I've not seen it anywhere. But yeah, it is breaking out, isn't it? Obviously, we had these I had these lines marked on from that. Where did I have that marked on from? I don't know where I had this one marked on from anyway. But that was the 2021 high, which, as you can see, if we scale down on the daily chart, it has done quite the good flip of it. Obviously, we had multiple taps. Tap here, tap, as it was trying to break out, and then we had the flip over, close nicely on the daily. Again, retest down, closed above on the daily. We've had a couple of close tests here, and then looking like it's going to head towards 4 trillion now. So we'll potentially see another 20%ish, 21% rise in the total market cap. And I believe this actually isn't the total of the total, is it? If someone's got the knowledge, but I believe this is only it's actually the only first couple hundred cryptocurrencies, isn't it? That's actually taken into account for this, I believe. I'm not sure exactly how many, but I believe it's only the first couple of hundred. It might be up to 300 to 500. I think that's actually taken into account to come to this figure. But if anyone wants to fact check me on that, if they know for sure, or maybe have a quick Google, but I believe that's actually true. And I believe it's the same for things like Total 3. The actual Total 3 market cap, for that's just altcoins, excluding ETH, is actually only taken from the same as well. But if anyone wants to fact check me on that and tell me if I'm correct or not, but I believe I am correct. But you can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't mind. Anyway, are you going to move to Dubai? I doubt it. if I was to leave the UK, I have a couple in mind that I would probably prefer to move to. Portugal's a good option because after a year, you don't pay any capital gains after that as long as you live there for a year. Portugal's a good option. But you know, obviously Dubai is a superb. I've actually never been myself. It's obviously a superb location, both for living and for for tax wise. But I think it's a bit too far for myself. I think it's a bit too far. But I wouldn't mind, if TMG wants to fly me out there for a couple months at a time, I'd be more than happy to do that. Why not? Of course. Why not? Of course, I would take trips there and back for a couple of weeks at a time, month, whatever. But as for a permanent base, I think I would like to set myself up in a European country eventually. Yeah, maybe Portugal or something. But yeah, I would. We'll see. Maybe I'll be doing some streams. Maybe I'll be doing some streams from Dubai. Who knows? We'll have to see, won't we? Doge about to break out, is it? Let's go and have a look. Can I fly you to Essex instead? I think I'd just drive or get the train. I mean, if you want to get me a private jet and charter me from I'd probably go from Manchester Airport, from Manchester to Essex, whatever airport is close to Essex. I'm not sure, but if you want to personally charter me, Justin, I would get on that plane for sure. Yeah, but I think I'll send the jet. Perfect. Make sure it's got some nice beers loaded onto it. Right, I'll be able to sink. I think I'd be able to sink through a good few. It'd probably only be like a 20-minute flight, wouldn't it? But I'd get a few. We've got Crypto Coffee Club saying I'm likely in Dubai next week. We'll do a video from here. Superb, yeah, nice, very nice. As for Portuguese, so we've got a couple of. Lisbon is a good option, or down south. Just be careful with the taxman. Why is that? So if I have it wrong, yeah, you can correct me, Meow. But my understanding was, as long as you've lived there, I think is it a year, then you don't pay any capital gains after that. Or have I got that wrong? Because someone actually told me that, and I've just took it as face value. But again, if I'm wrong on that, yeah, you can tell me. But that was my understanding, is what after a year, once you've lived there, you don't actually pay any capital gains tax, or it's very low at the least. But again, I probably should have Googled that before I started splurging, things. But if anyone wants to fact check me, go for it. Anyway, let's have a look at what we got. So actually, there's a thing, XTN. I've never really looked at this. Is it XTN? I thought it was XTN. Maybe it's not. Let's have a look at Waves. Waves is I think it's the second biggest gainer. Oh no, wait. Premium Index. What's this? I've never actually looked at. Oh, it's not even a chart. Okay, let's have a look at Waves. Let's get Stonksy back on. So this had a massive two couple of candles here. As you can see, Stonksy didn't catch the first one, but I did get in from here, and is just shy of 10% up from where it turned green there. As for the 5 minute, similar source, yeah, pretty much the same place. And then for the 1 minute, it's not got anything. But I'm guessing Waves isn't probably one you want to be scalping anyway. But I just thought I'd show you that because I think it's the second biggest gainer in the top 100 today, and Stonksy has caught the last leg of the move. So that's Waves, probably not one, yeah, we would spend much time on. Let's have a look at Algo. Algo, again, is one of the biggest gainers in the... Why do I keep turning that off? In the top 100. And as you can see, Stonksy's still riding the indication from, when was that? Yesterday, 11 o'clock. And we're currently pushing up to new local highs and currently 27% up. So there's another good example for the couple of you that was asking me to persuade you. That has been open just over a day. So 25 and a half hours-ish. And that's caused a 27% move on Algo. If we scale down, let's see if any of the lower time frames got it. The 30-minute didn't. 15-minute did. Not from as early on. But we're still up around about 20% from that. 10-minute. Nope. And the 5-minute did, and it's actually closed out on the 5-minute. So there is, and did it get even earlier? So that opened there and closed out there. So that cost 16.4% on the 5-minute. So there's a superb example for everyone that wanted persuading. Island Man Wiz says, yeah, Island Man would be a good option because you probably could. I mean, if you're going to move to the Isle of Man, you might as well just get yourself a boat as well, innit? That you can just sail across, back to shore. You can basically just go back from the Isle of Man in the Lake District, can't you, pretty much? Just get yourself a little, not a sailboat, because you probably get chopped up in the water, but, I'm not sure exactly what type of size boat you'd need to conquer that bit of sea. But I don't think I'd want to be taking that trip on my own. Am I back? I think I accidentally just removed myself from the studio, which I think just removed like my window and everything. Am I back? If anyone wants to confirm that I'm back, I should be back. I do apologize about that. I don't know what I did there, but it just removed me from the studio, which was live streaming. So please confirm that I'm back, that you can hear me. It's also warm, but not burning hot like Dubai. I do want to go to Dubai. I've never been. I need to go. It's high up on my list. I mean, just be aware that you can never escape the taxman wherever you are. Well, that's it. I'm not saying I'm doing anything untoward or, illegal or anything, pin me out. I'm just saying after a year, anything you buy from then on, I believe is tax-free. But if anyone, again, wants to correct me, you can correct me on that. But that was my understanding anyway from the person that I spoke to that was out living in Portugal. So it wasn't just some random dude or whatever. They was actually living in Portugal, and that's how they explained it to me. I'm not saying I want to escape the tax, man. Are you HMRC or something? I think we might have a Fed in the chat. I'm only joking. Don't go attacking Pimmy out. I'm only joking. Yeah, UAE, great for traders. That's it. And that's where obviously TMG's out located now. Some fella did a jet ski. No, I wouldn't be doing that. I don't like that. Do you know what it is? I hate open water. I hate open water. Just like the thought of it, the idea of it actually being on open water. I actually had a dream last night as well that I was on a cruise ship that was sinking, and then it got like rocked up onto a bay of sand, which I was then able to jump off. It's funny you actually mentioned that. Yeah, that was that was what yours truly dreamed about last night. If you wanted to know. AMP, I can add that to the list for you. The list is massive today. I don't know how many that we'll get, mostly because I'd already made the list before we come back. It's good to know that I'm back anyway. Just insane taxman can do one. Thought you were the captain. Mate, I can be the captain of many ships, but I couldn't be the captain of an actual ship. I don't. No, to be fair, a boat is fine. Like I would go on a cruise and things. Like a cruise wouldn't scare me. But if you was on a small boat, particularly on your own, like when you're on a jet ski, you're on your own, aren't you? You're at it on your own. If you come off, do you know what I mean? There's no one there to save you if anything happens. And the same thing, but I suppose with a small boat. But I think a small boat would be fine as long as it obviously doesn't capsize. But yeah, I just don't like the idea of being on your own or being vulnerable in open water. Yeah, I don't like it. Is anyone else the same? Or could you swim 20 miles back to shore if you wanted to? We've got Elfish saying he's long on silver on the 3 minute with Stonksy XAG. It's a FX trade. So yeah, I'm guessing you're trading on a broker account maybe. Anyway, let's go and look at something else. We've been chatting about my fears and dreams and my destinations for much too long. Let's get back to it. Let's have a look at. Right, someone wants to have a look at AMP. Let's get out of the way first. Let's do a request before we crack on with the list. It's minus. Bloody hell, it's not doing too well today, is it? So Stonksy did catch all the move up, and it's still green on the 1 hour. So we got green Wednesday, and we did go as high as 84%, which is, but potentially, if you got in early or around early, chances are you'd have had a good chance here in this little, this consolidated here for a good few hours. You had a chance to take profits at 50+%, but we're still currently roughly 38 with the green background still open. So it's done a bit of retracing, but yeah, if you manage to get in on this early on and you obviously didn't catch this wick, you had the opportunity to take profits off the table, 55% up, and you still got nearly 40. So that's good on AMP. Let's see if it maybe caught it. Did it catch it on any of the lower time frames? Didn't catch it on the 30 minute. What is AMP? Caught it on the 10, which is nice. So yeah, same thing on the 10, and it actually closed out on the 10. and didn't nothing on the 5 minute. So that's AMP for you. So whoever requested AMP, there you go. Really nice move. You can cross that off the list. Can we look at Doge? Yeah, Doge is on the list. They need Ubers with dolphins when you're stranded in the sea. Yeah. I mean, is there any sort of Uber for like when you say in Venice or anywhere that's really watery? So what are other places that are really watery that you could live? Where, you know, if you're in Venice, you know, you could just Uber a gondola. That would save you getting ripped off, wouldn't it? Because I believe they're quite the rip-off, aren't they? They're quite the tourist trap. But you know, the Uber water, an Uber water. Algo pumping on the Algo. Yeah, we just covered Algo. We covered Algo. Oh, did we? Did we look at Algo? I'm sure I've looked at Algo. Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I looked at Algo. I've already looked at it. Yeah, it is pumping real nice, and Stonksy's caught it. If you fall off a jet ski, they are designed to turn in a circle at idle, so you can get back on. Yeah, well, you attach the thing. I have been on jet skis. You attach the key to you, don't you? So if you fall off, it just automatically unplugs. I'm on about just being thrown off into open water. I just don't like the idea of it. That's what I'm on about. If you fall off a jet ski, you have the key attached to you, don't you? Like it's either a key or a magnet thing, and it just all like when you put on like on a treadmill that you can put on yourself. If for whatever reason you go flying off the back of the treadmill, it keeps going. You have that cord, don't you, where it just automatically stops it. Same thing on a jet ski. I just don't like the idea of open water. You've got John Brown saying I have a sailboat. That's superb. Where do you sail it, John? I won't be coming on that unless we're just going down a nice canal or river or something. I'd do that, but I'm not coming out into open water. Unfortunately, you will not get me on that. Wouldn't be surprised if you can. Maybe. Anyway, on to the next one. Someone wants to look at Doge. Let's have a look at Doge. Why won't let me add it to the list? We'll have to just click it instead. See, it's been consolidating for a while, hasn't it? You know, on the daily, it's caught a nice move up. Caught a nice move down initially on the daily as well. Obviously opened there and went down to here. That was probably a 20%, maybe 25% drop. But then we've been green on the daily since there. So we caught 183% on the daily on Doge. But I don't know if anything is still open. Oh, so here we go. Here's actually another recent one to look at. This is on the 2 hour. So we opened on the 2 hour, obviously early November, very early, but it's actually just closed yesterday. So that closed for roughly 85%, give or take a few decimal points. And that's good. I'm currently in a red background, which is going against the grain at the moment. So maybe that will come out of it. Who knows? But in terms of anything, it's just not really been doing much. So I'm guessing scalping it would be better because it's just been going sideways, hasn't it? Pretty much since it's had the push up. So I'm guessing scalping it would be the best option at the moment until it maybe, carries on going. Well, I don't know where Melon is. Here we go. So we got Hugo saying Stonksy caught a massive 205% on the 1 hour of Umbrella. Wow, yeah, that's an OG TMG coin. That, well, maybe not an OG, but obviously if Jordan's still in the chat, do you remember Umbrella? I remember watching TMG's videos in 2021 about Umbrella. It's an Oracle, isn't it? Like Link, but I haven't looked at the price of that in ages. Do you still follow that, do you, Hugo? What's it doing at the moment? And it'd be interesting to see if TMG still holds Umbrella, ticker But I remember that from 2021, his videos back then. Yeah, I used to hold Umbrella as well. I haven't heard that name in ages. But it'd be interesting to see if TMG still holds Umbrella. He doesn't hold it. So he might have confirmed that he doesn't hold it. But I do remember it from his videos years and years ago. That's getting on 3 years ago now, isn't it? Or over 3 years. But if you're holding it and you bought some time ago, Hugo, I hope you're coming into some nice profit given that pump. So that's Doge covered anyway. It's just, it's closed out on a 2 hour. 1 day is still green. And at the moment, it looks like, scalping it might be the better option if you're not in from lower to just ride a potential continuation. So next up, we'll look at something that we've never looked at before because it's always good to do that with tickers. This is another one of the top gainers in the top 100. I believe. And we're still, we are currently in a long. So as you can see, Stonksy's had a real good time with this recently. On Tuesday, it got into the green background, pumped, come out of it, had a stint in the red, then back into the green, pumped up nice. Then again, short stint in the red, then back into the green, and currently roughly just under 7.5% up on that. And this is TWT Trust Wallet token. So that's had a real good week for this. Pump up, close, re-enter, pump up, close, re-enter, pump up. Real nice. Anything on the 30-minute? Nothing on the 30-minute apart from that minor loss that occurred. 15. Nice, super nice movement on the 15. That's really clean, isn't it? Open, pump. Then that went against the grain. Then that sort of did kind of as well. Then we got a big drop on this one. And then open, pump. And then open. And then, still not as big as the 1 hour profit. But it looks like roughly around 3%-ish, something like that, on this current 15-minute phase, which is also good. And then, on the 10-minute, nothing much on the 10-minute, but pump up on the 10-minute. Slight loss there. Nice profit down there. Pump up again. And, currently nothing. So that's Trust Wallet token. And one that we've never covered before on stream. So when I seen it today in the top gainers of the top 100, I thought we might as well have a look at it, because it's always good to look at, what tokens are doing that you don't normally see in the top gainers. It's also good to see, what Stonksy's saying on them. Let's see. Oh, so Shane saying he stakes it. So you still stake your Gotta love the extravagancy. Extravagantly clickbait titles. So that's it. That's it. ICT, isn't it? Got to get the attention. Got to get the attention somehow. Lol, profit, it's down, bro. I haven't looked at it in ages. Afternoon, Smurfy. I've not seen you in ages. How are you doing? It's good to see you. And Stonksy's been killing it again this week. Good to know. So I hope that you're in some nice profit then this week, Smurfy. But it's great to see you, mate. What do I get as a remuneration for being the agent? You get a round of applause. There you go. That was a personal one for you there, ICT. Thank you for subbing. And just reminded me, if anyone hasn't, please go and drop a like on the stream and subscribe. Let's see. So we was on 861 before the stream started, and we're on 800. So I've only gone up 3. If anyone's not a subscriber, please go and subscribe. I would like to hit 1,000 if possible by the end of next week. This is interesting. I just clicked on this by accident. So we've had 12,000. We've had nearly 13,000 views. Interesting, super interesting. But yes, do go and drop a like on the stream, please. Yes. I didn't do that well, actually. No, I didn't. No, but who cares? I know loads of people that did super well in school. And they don't always end up in the best of places. I also know a lot of people that didn't do the best in school and ended up in much better places than even people that have been to Oxford and Cambridge and things like that. But thank you for I suppose taking note of my pronunciation on that. Very kind of you. Anyway, we'll crack on. Let's go over to what should we look at next? Another one that we've never looked at before. Let's have a look at eGold. eGold's been up there today. What's eGold? Oh, eGold's up to $40. I wonder if this will ever have a resurgence. I think it's been stuck in the same range, hasn't it, for a good while now. Obviously, it's had a nice pump up last Friday, and then we had a bit of short-lived consolidation, and then we got into the green background again yesterday at 5:00, and currently up nearly 8% on that, which is good to see. But eGold is one where it's been down in the depths, hasn't it, for a while now. It's been in this zone for we did have a good pump up, but it came back down to its lowest levels here. But that was a good retest, to be fair. That was a good retest. Anyone who bought that retest is now in good profit. Obviously, we had the down there and then the retest here. did go all the way up to there, but you know, is this potentially just one big accumulation range? Who knows? I wonder if TMG still holds his e-gold, or does anyone in the chat still hold e-gold? What are your targets? Do you think it's going to make a resurgence? I don't hold any, so I've got no real thoughts on it. But if it gets moving, it potentially could have. You'd be looking at sort of at least for it to fill in some of this inefficiency that it left behind, and then maybe sort of come into this sort of level where it was support there, obviously came down, retested support, flipped back over to resistance. So, you'd maybe looking at 130 as a rough, very rough, without zooming in too much, looking at it, sort of target, maybe give or take $5-10. And then after that, if it gets over there, you'd probably be looking at this area, 200-ish. In my opinion, anyway. Could be wrong, but I think that's because it just re-enters this range then, doesn't it? Up to $130, you come into obviously SR, but then as soon as you reclaim that, you just enter this range that it was in, where it came down, and then it just ranged in this one before it broke down. So then it'd just be a range between $200 and $130 for as long as it holds. So then that would be a pretty sweet range to trade then. If it does get back there, that's one to keep an eye on potentially. If it does get back there, once it reclaims this, you want to obviously see it hold there for a daily close or a couple. But once that's re-solidified as potential support, then taking the long up to $200. We've got Smurfy saying day off work, so I'm able to catch up on the stream. Fantastic scalping on Bitcoin. Well done. What time frame are you using, Smurfy? 3 minute, 1 minute? We got Carmad Car saying still holding e-gold. Dot's on the list, yeah. But that was e-gold anyway. It's interesting to look at. It's done well on the 1 hour, of Stonksy anyway. But it'd be interesting to see what happens with e-gold. Because, yeah, like I say, I mean, the buy of the retest of $22 has proved, nearly a 2x now for those that bought. And then if it can build momentum, we're potentially seeing a good run up to $130 and then go from there. And then, if it re-enters that range, $130 towards 200. In my most humble opinion, anyway. But yeah, that's e-gold. So e-gold, interesting. And yeah, another one from the last cycle. That was a big performer, wasn't it, last cycle? Someone's asked for Dot. Let's have a look at Dot. I think Dot's been doing well this week, hasn't it? What have we got here? Let's see. Yeah, so obviously Stonksy caught the big move up. Then we had this red background, which closed at a slight loss from down there. And then currently in a slight profit on the green. But it's just consolidating. Is it open on the 2 hour? Not open on the 2 hour. So yeah, it's just in a slight profit on the 1 hour. What's going on? There we go. Or maybe it was on the 2 hour. Maybe it just didn't load. No, it's not. But yeah, let's zoom down anyway. Maybe some lower time frame indications. It's just flat, isn't it? It's just consolidating. There's nothing really much going on by the looks of it. It's caught a few dips and pumps on the 15-minute, but sort of really waiting, for it to get this potential second leg, because it's just consolidating. Had a super good move up, but yeah, it's just in a cool off phase. So until then, probably just lower time frame scalps. If you would be wanting to scalp Dot, you could use the 1 minute time frame for that. By the looks of it, looks good. So yeah, that's Dot for whoever wanted Dot. Can you look at PulseX? What is that? What is that? I don't know what even that is. What is that? Is that even? I've never heard of that. Is it on TradingView? Can you pull it up on a TradingView chart? Aave DeFi making a comeback. I think, yeah, that mostly relies on, obviously, ETH, doesn't it? As soon as ETH, it has been performing this week, but, as soon as, maybe ETH gets towards its all-time high and, hype really starts coming back towards ETH, then, yeah, the big plays in the ETH ecosystem will benefit from it. So, yeah, I would imagine Aave will make a comeback, yeah. Personally, I like Solana. Nothing against ETH. I used to be a big ETH maxi last cycle. I loved holding ETH, but I just enjoy being able to send things easily, quickly, cheaply. I just enjoy it. I mean, I've got no doubt they'll eventually fix that on ETH. Want to trade crypto? You need a broker, some money, Stonksy, and some balls. Exactly. I couldn't put it better myself. Broker / exchange. Yeah. I think some people probably won't know what a broker is, maybe. But yeah, we'll replace that with you need an exchange, some money, Stonksy, and some balls. Couldn't agree more. It's Pulse Chain main DEX. Okay, I will look at that for you. I've been using Stonksy on the 1 minute and 3 minute charts this past week. Good on you. So Smurfy's been scalping. What season is it? It's nearly winter actually. We're nearly in December now, so in a couple of days it'll actually be winter. So yeah. I'm a Forex dude. It's a broker for me. That's fine. That's fine, of course. Of course. That's good to know. Hopefully, yeah, you're enjoying using Stonksy over in FX. Solana's good for DJing, aping into random meme coins. Yeah, I don't really ape too much into random meme coins. I just like being able to swap easily and cheaply and fast. However, I have enjoyed using Base and Arbitrum recently as well. I have actually been dabbling in a couple of layer 2s. Base I've been using. And I have used Arbitrum a slight bit. But yeah, I just enjoy things going fast and cheap. It's just, yeah. Because there is gonna become a point where ETH fees will go into a couple of $100 again. It will get silly. It will get silly eventually. Right, let's move on to the next one. So I've just looked at DOT, and then we'll have another ticker again, and then I'll catch up on the chat. I like this. I like this going through. Ticker, catch up on the chat. Ticker, catch up on the chat. So I read Math's comment next, so I'll go from then on down. So keep your comments coming in. I'm not looking at the moment. I'll reload the studio where I see them after this. But do keep your comments coming, and do go and smash a like on today's stream, please. It does help out greatly. So we're up to GRT, which is another interesting one. It's had a real good run, especially the past 2 weeks. Got a nice push up. Then we went into a background, which ended in a slight loss. Then we got into the green again. Nice pump up. This closed roughly break even. Then we had this one, which closed at a slight profit. Yeah, that opened there and closed down here. And then, yeah, the main reason was because, again, it's one of today's top performers. And it's up nearly 6%, but did go up as high as 9-ish. And that's GRT on the 1 hour. 30-minute caught it nicely too. 30-minute looks like it's been really good as well recently. Catching the moves time after time. Pump up, reopen pump, reopen pump. That was flat. Reopen pump, reopen pump. So yeah, 30-minute looks good. And then shall we scale down? 15-minute looks good as well, apart from that one. But apart from that, it looks good to me. Some nice profits in there for sure. And the 10-minute looks good as well. 5-minute close as well. So yeah, GRT looks good overall. Some real nice indications on each time frame on Stonksy. So let's carry on. So where did we go? Where did we get down to? So there's maths. We've got Wiz saying, do you have a favorite one, Dave? A favorite what? A favorite what? Favorite chain? Or favorite coin? Do let me know, Wiz. How has it been trading FX with Stonksy? At ICT, I can't trade. So that's a question actually for ICT, which I think he's answered. Meme. I've got a feeling what you want me to say there. Hey, I've got a feeling what you want me to say. Math, just put it in the chat. Let's have a look at SLF, formerly front. Oh, looking nice. This moved real good, didn't it? So this used to be front for anyone who doesn't know. And this week, Stonksy caught a mega move. Well, no, actually, that's going back to last Saturday, isn't it? But it's closed today, early doors. And that caught 35%-ish. But we did get a massive spike on it up to 70. But obviously, you would be lucky to catch that and get out of it. But, maybe you caught it on the way back down. Maybe you got around 40-50%. But it did close for a real nice chunk of change there for a 1 week hold, 34%. Still open on the 2 hour as well from a bit further down. So we opened down there on the 2 hour and we're still open 37%. 30-minute, caught it on the 30-minute and closed. $31, 32%-ish. Then we did have this slight loss, open there and closed here. Nothing on the 15-minute, or is there? Of course, yeah, no, it did. Caught the move up last Saturday, but then that closed earlier this week. So that's not the most recent indications anyway. Currently in the red, but flat. And then the 10-minute. We caught some dips, caught some pumps. But yeah. Some real good movements on SLF in terms of Stonksy this week. We've got Alpha saying, I use Stonksy for SF. We've got Justin saying his favourite meme coin. We've got, what's your account size, Elfish? Oh, that's a personal question. That's a very personal question, ICT. I suppose if he wants to share, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm guessing when you said 8 lots, selling 8 lots of gold is probably it. I don't trade gold, and if I did, I'd be using crypto anyway. But 8 lots, I'm guessing is a lot. So I'm guessing maybe that's why. You need to choose timeframes and assets carefully. I've taken a couple of longs on PYR. I remember PYR, yeah, that's a gaming coin, isn't it? Vulcan Forged, is it? Something like that. Using Stonksy on the 15-minute. Huge 8 lots. Yeah, so maybe, yeah. I can maybe see why then. Let's have a look at PYR then. I remember this was another one, isn't it? From last cycle / early this cycle. So this is on the 1 hour. Caught the dip nice there, then caught the rip up, which closed Wednesday. So that got a super nice move. We got 32%. While we're discussing that, we got 60 people in the chat. Do go and drop a like on the stream and subscribe. We was on 864 subs last time I checked, and we are on. Oh, we've only had one. Come on, come and show the subscriber count some love. But if you are wanting to get Stonksy, I will drop the link in the chat now. So for any of you people that was thinking about getting Stonksy, I hope me and the good people in the chat have convinced you. Link, I'll do the link next for you, Tantana Montana. But the link is in the chat, which will take you to this page. Hopefully I've done enough to convince you, or, wait till the end of the stream. Hopefully, yeah, you'll be converted over, or you'll go off some of the testimonials that are in the chat. Well, I'll take you to this page. You can choose the monthly option, annual. This is obviously tied into a year's worth of CSE Plus premium and Stonksy access for a year, or you can opt for the lifetime. And if you want to pay for any of these services in crypto, you just click the email hyperlink here, which will then take you to a pre-made email to fill out, which then you can just, change to what you want, what sub you want, how you want to pay, etc. And then we'll get back to you straight away. But yeah, this one is super value for money, roughly £5 per day, which is buttons, really, isn't it? You get a whole month's access. And like it says, you're tied down to no contract. So that's the good thing about Stonksy. You're tied down to no contract on the monthly plan. You're not kept in a jail like some companies keep you. But yeah, do go and check out Stonksy. Do go and check out the plans, and hopefully get to see you on board after the stream and see you in the Discord. But yeah, PYR, Smurfy said 15-minute, didn't he? So yeah, it's had a nice push up there. Did you say 15 minutes, Smurfy? Yeah, it's had a nice push up there as well. But yeah, PYR is one I've not heard for in a while again. Yeah, I can have a look at some FX for sure. Don't mess about. Just get Stonksy. Real good coming from a novice trader. Thank you for that, Carl. Some super kind words from you there. And yes, everyone do go and listen to Carl. Fever's in the chat. Looking for Black Friday deals on these coins. Hope Thanksgiving was a good one, mate. Hope you enjoyed it. And to everyone else who's in the chat who might be American, I hope you enjoyed Thanksgiving. How do we join the Discord? Joined yesterday, already up 800 pips on Bitcoin this morning. Superb. Well done, Bart. It was in your welcome email. So the welcome email that we sent out to you yesterday, check it. Just make sure you read through it thoroughly. The link to join the Discord is in that. Are there more Stonksy articles on the way on Medium? Yes, there are. Yeah. They're a bit time consuming to put together. But yeah, there will be more coming for sure. So you want me to look up gold XAU? I can do that. Let me rattle through another crypto. What shall we look at? What have I got on the list? Let's have a look at Aptos. Nice push up this week. Wednesday, this is on the 15-minute chart. Do apologise, just had a yawn then. Nice push up there. Then we had a slight loss on the red, and then making up for that now on the green. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. It's just in a big consolidation range, isn't it? So you can easily draw this out. You know, this would be pretty easy to draw out yourself. Currently, you know, that's probably I don't know. I suppose you could draw it there, or maybe you could even draw it there if you wanted to, because you could use these as deviations. So you could draw it to there where it came into contact with these two highs and currently now. But I suppose then you could say, you know, we had this, then you had this. Obviously, yeah, I suppose you could even maybe draw a bit lower. I don't know. Where would I draw that box? I think personally I would probably draw it around there. But I could see an argument for maybe drawing it around there. But obviously where it's had these taps here, coming into contact here. But yeah, just in a range at the moment. Anything on the 5-minute? Nice catch on the 5-minute, yeah. This week, I do apologise for yawning. I do apologise. Said link was next. I did say link was next. Sorry. Let me get link. Before I disappoint you even more. Let me get link for you. I did say link was next. What have we got on link? Anything on the 1 hour? So it looks like we are potentially, we're in a very small profit on the 1 hour, opening here and up to here. But again, it's just getting compression, isn't it? It's just ranging. Is there anything on the 2 hour? Still open on the 2 hour green, which is nice. So if we get a break higher, it's probably going to catch it on the 2 hour. But it's just consolidating. There's nothing real much that looks like it's going on, because yeah, it's just in a range, and you know, price is coming into a compression now. We had, you know, a slight loss here and then a push up, which was nice. But yeah, it's just in a compression. I wouldn't scalp link personally. I don't think it's probably, you know, there's better options out there in terms of scalping. But yeah, that's link. There's nothing much. We'll revisit it next week. Hopefully, you know, if it gets a push up towards $20 or so, then yeah, you know, hopefully we'll have some good indications to look at. Stonksy caught Coty on a breakout on a 1 hour. Yeah, let's have a look at Coty next. We've got Smurfy saying, I'm on the monthly Stonksy plan and it's well worth it. If you're considering it, just do it. Stonksy has literally transformed my trading. Superb testimonial there from you, Smurfy. Thank you very much. Again, some really kind words. Let's go and have a look at Coty. While Shane's just give us the heads up on that. That was on the list as well because TMG recommended looking at Coty. Caught it nicely on the 1 minute as well. Some real nice price action on the 1 minute. But you're saying the 1 hour. Are you saying the 1 hour? Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Big move in the past hour. Caught it on the 1 hour. Of course, I'm opening here. But also on the 1 minute. I don't know who would be scalping Coty, to be honest. But if you are, you've had some good feeding today. I don't know who would be scalping Coty, but if you are, oops, I didn't mean to click the 45 minute. And it caught the 30 minute as well. So 30 minute, 1 hour, 1 minute. Yeah, looking good. Looking real good. Thank you for the heads up on that, Shane. Is today 100K? Potentially. Obviously, we would like to see it, head up there, wouldn't we? We would like to see it head up there. How many likes are we on? Can someone give me a like update? How many likes are we on for the stream? Excited for the SR levels next week. Updates likely release next week. Yes. They will be coming next week. So that's something to look forward to again, Math. And then I've forwarded on an idea as well to the guy who's doing all the dev work for what I think will be beneficial for us to see next in terms of the next update after that, which I think would be a real good one. So I don't know whether we'll fit that in next or maybe the one after. It obviously depends on what TMG thinks is a priority for developing as well next time. But yeah, I've messaged him what I think would be a good next edition. And that's the thing. We're just going to carry on developing. That's the thing at Stonksy. If anyone's thinking that it's worth it or whatever, this isn't, this isn't just it. For the people that bought in October, since then, and early November, since they bought it, we've added the alerts and we've added the Discord. So obviously everyone who joins now gets that as standard. But, the people who bought before that, they've just had them updates and additional things, as part of the package. And yeah, we won't be stopping there. Next it will be the automated SR. Then I've asked, put forward an idea for something I would think will be very beneficial to use. And then, yeah, obviously things, there's loads of things in the pipeline. I'm on the fence with Stonksy. Tell me which cryptos and timeframes are most accurate. Would high volume movers be more accurate? Just curious. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, high volume, Bitcoin downwards into large caps, yeah. In terms of timeframes, if you're a scalper, 1 minute and 3 minute. If you like to catch moves that might span, a couple days into a week, I'd look at 10 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, and 1 hour. And then if you want to catch anything onwards, so a couple of weeks, potentially into, a month or two, the 2 hour. But it'd be great to see you over, Christopher. It would be great to see you over. And if anyone is else like Christopher, do ask you questions like he's just asked. If you're on the fence with Stonksy, if you've not got it, and you want more information, or you want me to get my best salesman hat on, I can do that for sure. So yeah, just do put any questions that you've got in the chat. Let's have a look at ICT. Ask for your USD. So if we have a look at the 1 hour as a whole, caught a super nice one recently. This is one that, you can see I've looked at previously. It turned red here, and this was at the start of November-ish on the 6th, and then closed down there. So from the open there, it closed there. So that was a minus 2.44% move. And you got to remember that's on FX. So that's a big move. And that caught it over the space of just under 2 weeks. So that's a big move to catch in FX. And then obviously we had a little break even one here. Then we had another push down here, downwards, which, that caught a nice big wick there. But that pushed downwards. And then, we're currently in a nice green background of 0.74%. So I'm not too savvy with, obviously, because I don't really trade FX. How many pips would that be? So how many pips? So a minus 2.44% move on this move. And then this one, 0.73. How many pips would this be? So if I maybe leave them on there, if anyone wants to transfer that, because that's the talk of obviously FX and stuff in it, and obviously people that trade gold is pips, not percentage move really. So I'll leave this on here. So how many pips? If anyone wants to transfer them into pips, let's see how many pips that was. What lev do you like using? Low. I'm a safe guy, so when I do trade, I use low leverage. Has Stonksy gone short on the 1 minute on the Bitcoin? I'll have a look right now. Someone just transfer this into pips before we go. I'm interested to know. We could even do this one really if we want. When Melon, I don't know where Melon is. I've not seen him since then. Mate, I think he's off into the sunset. He's bought himself a nice island or something, hasn't he? Or a nice villa somewhere. Improving the forecast accuracy on the candle open would be good, so it doesn't change its mind on the current live candle. Yeah, that's why we typically tend to say go from the candle close when the color change is cemented. That's why. Because obviously a candle can close dramatically while it's forming. So that's why obviously we say go from the candle close, which, if it's going into a color change, then obviously that color change is then cemented for the following candle. Including liquidation levels could be useful. Yeah, liquidation levels is a tough one because you'd have to pull the API from somewhere, I think. If we could do that, obviously we will. This is all, just things to add into. But I think liquidation levels might be a tougher one because of the API. Maybe something we could look at. Yeah, actually, maybe, because maybe you could pull it off CoinGlass. I don't know. I think they would probably make you pay for that, though, if you want to pull the data from CoinGlass in terms of, the liquidation heat map and stuff. I will ask. I'll put that forward again, Matt. Thank you very much for the suggestion. But that would be superb. If you could have the liquidation heat map on Stonksy, obviously on the chart, that would be amazing. But obviously, it depends where you can get the API from. Remember, we need to check Blast on the 1 hour situation from yesterday. Yes, I'll look at that next. Someone transfer this into pips, though. Or can someone... Or is it this? Is this it here? Is this it, pips? So would it be 2,623 pips? Is that it? And 763 pips? Would that potentially be it? I thought ICT. I thought you were an FX guy. You're not going to transfer these two moves into pips for me. I want to know how many pips these two done. Well, I'm planning on starting with 1,500. So my next question is, what best time frames to trade in UK? And what leverage would you consider smartest? Anyway, to analyze Stonksy over, say, 6 hour period. So TMG recommends 12 o'clock UK time to 5 because you get the build up into US Open. Then you obviously get the US Open volatility, and then you get a couple of hours after. So TMG reckons 12 until 5. In terms of leverage, the smartest play and the safest play is as low as possible. That's what I would say. So, yeah, as low as possible is, if you're asking me what's the smartest one, go low. Especially when you're just starting out, you don't want to blow up that account. So if you're starting with $1,500, your main objective, well, you got two really. Obviously, you want to grow the account, you want to make profit, of course, but your other main objective is to protect that. You want to protect that capital, your startup capital. You don't want to then blow up that account or lose a good chunk of it, because then that's going to take you more and more work to even just get back to where you start. So use low leverage allows you to then take less risk in the market and focus on compounding. Focus on compounding your account. Don't try and think it's a 100-meter sprint. Approach it as a marathon. Approach it with maybe a 3 to 6 month mindset of, I want to grow this $1,500 into maybe 10K. And you don't have to do that in the space of a couple of weeks. If you look at it as a 3 to 6 month time frame, you can do that then. Potentially maybe adopt a 1 to 3 hour risk management system, where at any one point your stop loss is risking 1% of your account, which in your case would be $15 when you're starting out. And then you would gain up to 45%, $45 if it hits full profit. And then, the idea then is when you compound it, say you do get to 10K, then when you start adopting, on the way up, your stop losses goes a little bit higher in value, but then you take profits go higher in value. But then you're also in a very safe, risk management system then, where it would be hard to blow up an account on a 1 to 3 hour, 1 hour, 3 hour risk management strategy. You would have to pretty much just lose every single trade ever. before you blew it up. Right, I'm going to take this anyway. I'm taking this as 2,623 pips then, is what Stonksy caught here. And that's not even all the way to the bottom. That's just where it closed. We've got Reg saying, hi, hello, Dave. Stonksy's bloody brilliant. Hello, Reg. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Yeah, TMG recommend 2 or 3, yeah. Especially if you're starting out. If you're just starting out, you want to go as low as possible. Really low leverage. Even just go 1x. You could even just go 1x if you wanted to and just trade literally with your $1,500. You don't even have to borrow money from an exchange then. You just trade in with what's in your account. You could even just do 1x. Sui is chugging on the 3-minute. Let's have a look at Sui. Everything's taking off, is it? Sui. But yeah, thank you everyone who's joined so far. Please make sure you go in dropping a like on the stream. It really is helping me out at the moment in trying to grow this channel. It looks like it's been really good on the 3-minute time frame anyway. Obviously, you have a couple of, break even, short-lived background color changes in there. But yeah, Sui's looking good. Obviously, we had a nice push up on the 1 hour yesterday. From where it opened, it's come back down to roughly where it opened. So we opened here, and we got a nearly 8, roughly 7% move, and it's come back up now. So that's currently open just 0.5%. But that's why I always say when you're up here, you want to probably want to be trimming some off, moving your stop loss to break even. But it's had a real good couple of succession trades on. So obviously the big moves up, it's caught perfectly Stonksy in succession, 1, 2, 3, and then caught one move down, second move down, and are we going to see another move up here in the green? That would be superb performance by Stonksy there. I'm liking Blast. Let's have a look at Blast then. You did ask for Blast, didn't you? Let's see. Buy bit. Oh, yeah, the Blast chart's looking nice. Obviously, it's come down a bit since yesterday, but it's still 32% up from where it opened. Was we open on anything else on Blast? Obviously, yeah. So we caught it in two 30-minute ones with a red sandwich between. And then 15-minute, caught it up nicely as well. But yeah, Blast. We'll keep an eye on this 1 hour. See if it maybe keeps open into Monday, into the weekend anyway. If it's still open on Monday, and where Blast has gone since. But we have been streaming for 1 hour 20 minutes now. Obviously, the first 5 minutes was the intro. So we're going to be streaming for another 15 minutes until 1:30, and then I'm going to be leaving. Yeah, and then I think if he's still in here, maybe TMG can confirm if he's jumping on stream for US Open. US market is back open today, isn't it? It was closed yesterday because of Thanksgiving. Is it back open today, or is today another bank holiday in the US? Anyone in the US, can you confirm today? Is there another bank holiday, or you call them just holidays, don't you? Is it a holiday in the US again today, or is the market back open? Because obviously, it'd be very volatile, I would imagine, given that it was closed yesterday. But anyone who's in the US or anyone at all who knows for sure, because I have not checked if it's actually open today. I don't know. It's open today. There we go. TMG himself has just said. So are you streaming? Are you jumping on stream after me or before US Open? It's a half day. Oh, is it? So what did he trade into then? Did he just trade in the first 3-4 hours? That's interesting. I did not know that. So yeah, you got me for another 15 minutes anyway. So make sure you get your Stonksy questions in. Make sure. Hopefully, I've convinced everyone that was asking me to convince them about using Stonksy. Hopefully, I've done that. And if I have, click the link in the comment section now, and it'll take you to this page, and you can sign up to any of these plans, or you can pay in crypto by clicking this little hyperlink here, which will take you to a pre-written email. You just edit the details to suit you, to suit what plan you want, to suit how you want to pay. And then, we'll get you all set up very, very quickly. But this one's incredible value for money, especially because you're not tied to a contract or anything. You're not tied to a contract. So anyone who's on the fence, maybe just come and give a month a try. £145. It's roughly £5 per day. It's cheap. It is cheap. Think about what you spend a £5 a day on, or what people do. If you go to Costa every day, I know I keep saying this, but it's just true, isn't it? If you go to Costa every day, if you go to Starbucks every day, what you spend roughly £5 a day on, and then you can think you can get Stonksy for that instead. So it's all about thinking. It's not just one lump sum up front. Maybe split it in your head up to it's just costing you a small amount each day. And I'm sure the guys in the chat will completely back up what I'm saying in terms of value for money. What is your choice of sub at Subway? I haven't had a Subway in so long, I don't even know what they do anymore. I haven't had a Subway in, honestly, I think it might be years. I've not been to Subway in so long. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. I think it would probably be a beef one if it looked appetizing. I always used to think the thing at Subway is, it just always used to look a bit like minging. Just to put it in a nice way, always just used to look a bit unappetizing. I think obviously it looks better once they've warmed it up, but I would probably say some beef thing. I don't know what they do anymore. I've not been in so long, but that would be me. Or if they do a nice just cheesy one, I'd probably have a nice cheesy sub. Golf was good. Turns out I'm semi-decent. See, how are you, TMG? Because I've recently took up going to the driving range. I bought a decent driver, and I've been going to driving range. And I'm not ashamed to say I'm half rubbish. I'm not the best. I hit some good balls, to be fair. I hit them sometimes with fair decent, but I'm just not consistent in hitting them. I'll hit one decent one, and then I'll hit a couple of duds, and then I'll hit a decent one again. But I haven't really been going that long, to be honest. But yeah, I've recently started getting into golf a little bit, but only going down to the driving range. My idea is learn to hit the ball decently far at first in the driving range, and then maybe probably join a club next year. Okay, I'll get it, but I'll spend a few days back testing, see if it works. Yeah, spend a few days back testing, and if you go to the Stonksy website, we've got loads on the YouTube channel as well, by the way. Make sure you check the videos. Go and watch all the videos on the YouTube channel, and then you can read this as well. If you go onto the Stonksy website and any of these pages, you'll see obviously these hyperlinks. If you click the Medium, this will take you to the Medium, and you can be able to read our case study that we've got on the 2-hour Bitcoin chart. And there'll be more of these coming. As you can tell, they're very detailed, so they just take a bit of time for one of the guys from the team to put together. But we'll be having more of these coming. But yeah, go and watch all the YouTube videos. Obviously, come to the live streams if you can. And yeah, remember, because I'm guessing you're just starting off trading, Chris. Just take your time with it. Yeah, you don't have to rush in. McDonald's, Burger King, or KFC. McDonald's, I think. You don't need to play golf to be handicapped. I don't want to dine with a clown. I'd rather dine with the king. McDonald's for me, yeah, I agree. McDonald's. Run through some more charts. I will do that. But yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoyed the stream so far. Do go and drop a like on the stream. Let's try and get it to 50. I think it was on 43. I think it was last time. Someone updated. But yeah, let's try and get it to at least 50. What should we look at next? Let's look at a meme, shall we? Let's look at Popcat. TMG recommended Popcat before. I thought Popcat was on Binance. Oh yeah, it is. Let's pull up the Binance chart. Oh, so this has been nice, hasn't it? This has been super nice. This actually might be one of the nicest looking ones up there with Sui recently, and a few others in terms of 1 hour performance. Because it's caught all the pumps real nice, and then but this downtrend is is a thing of beauty, really. Obviously, it caught it down there, and then flipped into the green momentarily, and then caught it down again, and that's this week. Last week into this week, but it caught the staircase up nicely. Chug 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 all the way up. So that's Popcat on that. Is there anything open on the 2 hour? There's nothing open on the 2 hour. Anything on the 30 minute? Looks like just more of a repeat from the 1 hour potentially. Lower time frames. Caught the move up today. Nice. So this is obviously the most recent trade in terms of all these time frames. Is catching the just over 5.5% move to the upside on PopCat. I'm guessing it looks quite volatile, so I'm guessing this would be good for the 1 hour chart. Yeah. So anything that's volatile like this, given you don't want it to be illiquid, but obviously PopCat's one of the biggest memes, so it's quite liquid. Yeah, it looks good for scalping if you want to scalp a more volatile asset than Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, etc. The high cap memes, so PopCat, Brett, Whiff, etc. Pepe are quite all right for scalping on the 1 minute chart if you sort of want to move down from something that's a bit less volatile. Are there any more indicators that work well with Stonksy like Pi Cycle? So the Pi Cycle top that's one where it's like the Pi Cycle top is it the Pi Cycle top you're on about? I'm guessing we're saying Pi Cycle. That's one where you just use it like a couple of times throughout a cycle. That's not really that's more for like position trading, I think. M8 moving average 20. This on the 1 minute is one that you can use. So what I would say to you, Chris, is go to Wednesday after this stream. Go to Wednesday's stream, and watch the first 30 minutes of that stream, because we had Crypto Coffee Club on, and he ran through his strategy for using Stonksy, and he uses moving average 20, and he uses momentum as well, which you can get. The one that he uses is paid for, but you don't have to use it paid for if you don't want to. Obviously, there's some free options there, and hopefully we'll be developing our own sort of similar one to the one that he uses, which would be fantastic for us to add into. But yeah, moving average 20. As you can see, when it climbs above and below Stonksy, it's most of the time gives confluence in terms of the move carrying on. So yeah, moving average 20. But yeah, go and watch the first 30 minutes of Wednesday's stream, and you'll be able to see Crypto Coffee Club run through his strategy as well. And he's also really active in the Discord as well. The Discord's getting more and more active as everyone. It's only been open. It opened at the start of last week. So obviously, everyone needs a bit of time to get to know each other and things like that before, everyone starts putting their own ideas and daily conversation in there. But it's starting to really pick up now, the Discord. It's really active. So yeah, it's good. It's good. Let's have a look at one more chart. What should we look at? Drop in your charts into the chat. We'll look at one more chart, or maybe TMG's got one he wants me to look at. We'll look at one more chart, then I'll take some questions on Stonksy, and then we'll end the stream. We've looked at XRP, Chris. We've already looked at it. You'll be able to go back and find that. It was towards the start of the stream. I think it was actually the first ticker that I looked at, so that'll be easy for you to look at. Drop your tickers in the chat, and I'll go with the most requested one. So we've had Fetch AI. We've got Perks of Crypto still asking for PLSX. XTP. There's no point doing XTP because it's only on one exchange, and it's super low cap. So there's not really any point. Let's do like a high cap one where we'll have had it's got decent movement on it. I mean, I haven't followed XTP. Maybe it's been having some good swings, hopefully to the upside. But let's go with one that maybe we can pull up on Binance or something. Dupe would be an interesting one. I don't think we've looked at Dupe before. I believe as well. How can you join the Discord? You become a Stonksy member. So you click this link that I'm about to drop in the chat now. Boom. Which will take you to this website. You choose a plan that you want to sign up with. Then when you signed up, in the welcome email that we sent you, once we give you access, we send you a welcome email with all good, startup information on. And the link to the Discord is in there. So that's how you join the Discord. Bitcoin. Oh, no, we're not looking at Bitcoin as the last ticker. Should we look at Dupe? Because that's got an upcoming airdrop. Dupe's got an upcoming airdrop, hasn't it, in January? So let's see how it's performing leading into that. Stonksy caught mega move on that today. Look at that. If anyone wants to question how good Stonksy is on the low time frames, Look at that. So it caught, went green there, and it came out of the green there. So it caught a 3.5% move up there rapidly, and then entered the red here, and then came out there. So 3.5% up in a matter of less than an hour, and then back down, in a matter of less than an hour as well. Super good. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour looks real nice as well. 1 hour looks, 1 hour looks really great. Obviously, big move up earlier in the month. It's caught the dips nicely. It's caught some of the pumps that it's had nicely, but it's caught the dips really well after the big move up. Obviously, this was the big move up at the start of the month, and then as it's had a little tiny bit of a slow bleed down. But we are currently in so it opened down here. We're currently in a just over 5.5% profit on that since it opened on the hourly. But yeah, it's been really nicely trading. Dupe on the 1 hour, really nice and clean and catching the big moves. 30-minute is good as well for this week. Caught the drop down nice. Caught the pump up nice. Caught the pump up on the 15-minute yesterday into Wednesday into Thursday. And then, caught the big volatile move perfectly. All the way up, back down. Superb trading. XLM just bounced. Stonksy caught it, Shane says. Let's have a quick look, and then I'll be ending the stream. We'll take, if anyone's got any Stonksy questions, or everyone at the start of the stream. So we had a couple of people at the start of the stream saying, you was on the fence with Stonksy and you wanted me to try and sell it to you. Anyone that's still here from that, let me know in the chat if you've been converted. Just put in converted. If you was on the fence with Stonksy at the start of the stream and you're now going to get it, or maybe you've bought it in the time that I've been on stream, let me know in the chat. I'd love to know if any of you guys have gone and picked it up while I've been streaming. Just put converted or yes in the chat if you've purchased Stonksy during this stream. It'd be great to know. Let's have a look at this XLM then. That Shane's just said that Stonksy caught. What is it? Oh, what did it catch it on? It's still on the 1 hour. Is that what you mean, Shane? Or did it catch it on something else? Caught it on the 3-minute, yeah. Caught it on the 3-minute. Oops. Still, it's on a 10-minute as well. This opened early doors today. XLM has been superb, hasn't it? It's been so strong alongside XRP. Just over 8% up from today. So that was opened about 13 hours ago. And 8% up. So that's real nice. Is there going to be a trading bot in the future? Yeah. So that's in the pipeline as well, Chris, yeah. So there's plenty in development, that's what I mean. There's plenty in development. We're always going to be developing, always trying to make it, a better product for users, refine it, etc. But an automatic trading bot is something, that we are in plans with. Stonksy caught waves 40% on the 5-minute. I pulled up waves earlier in the stream. Blimey. Yeah. Superb, isn't it? That is one very quick move. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bouncing on Bitcoin on the 1 hour as well. And let's finish off on Bitcoin looking at the 1 minute. Superb price action again. Look at that. I mean, look at that. If you want to go and scalp anything, and you want something to help you with your scalping, I mean, just look at this. This is only going back to 7 o'clock this morning. So this is what, roughly 6 hours ago. Move all the way down. Then a couple of decently sized bounces. Then move up into the red. Move up into a sideways red. Move up. Drop back down. Big move up. Second bit of the move. All the way back down. And then currently flat. But I mean, just look at that. That's just one example there of how you can utilize Stonksy. I'm trading it on the 1 hour anyway, but bounce off the trend line. I posted in the Discord. Yeah, everyone go and check the Discord. But yeah, hopefully anyway, some of you that was looking at potentially getting it. Hopefully some of you have been converted anyway. So thank you very much for joining the stream. It's been an absolute pleasure, and it's been a really good week of streams as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to obviously load up Monday stream. I stream at 12 o'clock UK time every single day. And if that changes, obviously you will all be the first to know. But we'll try and keep it consistent. But yeah, we'll obviously be on Monday stream, looking at the weekend price action, seeing what Stonksy's been saying over the weekend. And yeah, hopefully some of you people that were in here that were on the fence at the... Oh, here we go. We've got Smurfy saying, thanks, David. Thank you for joining, Smurfy. It's great to see you again, mate. We've got Christopher Swanton saying, I'm sold. There we go. There we go. TMG. Look at that. We've got one more. We've got another member joining from the live stream, which is good. Hopefully there's a few more of you as well that are going to follow Christopher. I think there was a few people saying that they hadn't had it at the start. And yes, hopefully there's a few more of you going to be joining Chris. So yeah, look forward to obviously you coming on board, Chris, and yeah, to seeing everyone in the Discord that joins. Yeah, like TMG said, before you go, press the like button. Let's get the likes as high as possible before we go. And TMG is going to be loading us up. It does help a lot. It helps push it to obviously, a wider audience on YouTube and help it pop up to more people. And yeah, you will obviously all be going over to TMG's stream after this. So you'll see him, obviously he'll post that he's live on Twitter. He'll be in the Telegram groups, etc. And you'll get it through on YouTube if you've got his notifications on. He's going live now. So yeah, make sure everyone hops over to TMG's stream. Keep it going in the chat. And yeah, to everyone that jumps over who's got Stonksy, make sure you're telling everyone in the chat on TMG's stream just how good Stonksy is. Make that your one mission today, is to spread the word of Stonksy. So forget about spreading the word of Christmas. Spread the word of Stonksy. Thank you for joining, Gaza. Thank you for joining Crypto. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy it, whether you're trading or you're taking some time away from the charts and doing whatever. Have a superb weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. So yeah, thanks for joining, and yeah, keep making them Stonksy profits. See you later.